No.
Oh, jeez.
No.
I just realised that's not what I'm looking at. That's your
that's
resprayed one, isn't it?
Yeah, no, that didn't work out.
Oh.
I fear. Okay, camera. What's the matter with you?
Put your face down like that, and then maybe it'll just follow it up.
No, I think it's in lock. You broke my fucking neck. Okay, come on, camera. Do your thing. Cut that out. Yeah. Cut that out. So, how's the X1ing?
I only played it for a bit this morning, just to make sure that it wasn't just a one-off. You know, you get that thing. Oh, it worked, and it lasted hours without blowing up or anything. And then you just think, oh, overnight it's probably decided, yep, that's all you're going to get. So I went down because my son was at work, my wife and daughter were out shopping. So I went downstairs and I had a blast at it. But mate, I think my exertions of the week, mental exertions more than physical exertions, have absolutely left me shattered today. And I've just felt really fatigued and just like, horrible. So I'm not going to be around for long. I'm going to put my feet up with a glass of wine.
It explains some of the. Like, I didn't get up until Christ knows what time this afternoon. I don't know why.
No.
I got to sleep early enough, but
I think I was doing so much to get everything sorted and sent off and approved and signed off for work before I stopped because I'm off next week. That I just think it really took it out of me mentally. And like today, I mean, I didn't get up until it was gone 10, I think it was.
No. Okay.
I wasn't horribly late to bed, but when I woke up, it felt like you've slept really. This sounds weird, but you've slept kind of heavily, almost too much. You've had too much.
Your ease.
How you feeling, mate?
You all right? Is that coming through?
Yeah. You only got
very
this
much
afternoon.
I'm considerably less snotty than I was this afternoon. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. I sort of. Well, I joined in with Ramsey's, but
not for long.
I could hardly, and honestly, I could hardly see the screen. Everything was streaming, and I just thought, sort of stuff. Fortunately, everybody realised I just clambered into bed. I'm feeling a lot perkier now. So, thanks to everyone who jumped across and watched that.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, thanks, Rob. I didn't know it was going to happen, but Dave Walker sent me the video this afternoon, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, something like that, and I just thought, oh, why the bloody hell not? I didn't realise Kent was doing this, so I set it for 8 o'clock. And, oh no! So thank you to Kent for rearranging his camera and everything.
Yeah, no problem. I shut everything down, mate.
So that was nice. So thanks to everybody for popping by, and thanks for all the kind comments. It was a right proper mashup. That one was. I couldn't see the keys on the bulk of keys. I was playing all sorts of bloody notes that weren't there, and I'd somehow nudged the. I mean, honestly, the plats. It's a lovely module, but it's got a fucking tuning knob that's massive, and a tuning scale that goes through 24 octaves. So you nudge it a little bit, and you've got no chance of getting it back. Oh, why is this not in tune? It was in tune when I pressed go, and now it's not. So I must have just nudged it somehow. Oh, but anyway. Hi, Robert.
Hello. Didn't get the memo again about black t-shirts.
You're in the same one, Robbie. You've had that on for 3 days. You really need to put that in the wash. You need to put that in the wash.
Do you know?
Excuse me, you see how wide this still is?
It's been today.
It's
It
making
hasn't
my
actually
window
been on
curl up.
that long because I've just been so. So yes, I know. Don't worry. This will crawl into the wash basket by its own accord tonight. I think. Yeah, it's all right. Pass the sniff test.
Didn't pass
Does it
out.
stick to the wall?
Yeah.
Oh dear me. Yeah, I just absolutely wankered. I don't know what it is. Anyway,
Hello, Ian.
ladies and gentlemen,
Greetings,
Kent-
Earthlings.
Kent's crotch.
Kent's
Hey!
crotch.
I'm still trying to find the app for the camera. Fucking thing's disappeared.
Kent, can I ask us, why don't you just move the camera up a little bit?
It's not that sort of camera.
It's not that sort of camera, my darling.
It's one of those
Does it
all
by
singing,
itself.
all dancing.
Yeah, if I
Is it a
move it,
360? 360.
yeah. If I move it, it break it.
Yeah. All the trendy people have a 360.
Mm.
Oh, I'm not,
I don't know why I've got it. Must have been a misorder.
Hi, Lisa. Hello, chatties. I'm back again. Been
Good
here
man.
all day. Been here all day.
Was it all right this afternoon, Ian?
It was great, yeah.
I just had
Yeah,
to, I
no,
had to
you-
go.
I really felt for you, man. Yeah, no, it was fine. Yeah,
I didn't want to let Ramsey down because I'd
know.
not given him any notification, and I was just, I'll be all right by this afternoon. I'll be all right. And I thought, God, I could hardly even focus on the screen. It was so well. Anyway, so thank you for covering or whatever it was you did.
No,
you
it was
know.
fine, matey. It was good. That was all good fun.
How can it vanish?
Well, that didn't. That is that Robbie playing the DX1 with his elbow.
That's no. See, hands are here. Something else.
Do tell us, Ian, what song that's going to be in when you have your rehearsal tomorrow.
That's not going to be any song in rehearsal tomorrow. The organ sound is. Probably. I don't know, actually, because I'm supposed to be. I'm sorting out the drums first.
Is it an audition, or are you actually?
No,
Are you
no,
actually?
I'm in the band.
You're in the
pub.
band.
I went to the pub. I'm in the band. It's all right.
I went to the pub. Oh, that sealed it.
I'm a great believer.
Sealed with a
that
pint of IPA.
Well, my mate's the bass player, and we played before me and Nigel. But actually, I hadn't met Jeff, the singer guitarist, so we just went to the pub and had a night out.
Best way.
Yeah. So
Hell, that isn't it.
That's not it.
You've got a lovely chin, Kent. Can I just compliment you on the quality of your chin?
Well, thank you.
It doesn't stick out too much, and it's nicely rounded.
My daughter said to me.
Are we
the other
talking
day-
about my chin now?
My daughter said to me the other day, I said, I do it. That's Suella Braverman doesn't get the Tory nomination. She's got no fucking chin. And I looked at her, I thought, no, she's right. She's a chinless wonder.
I mean, Jane has been shouting at the TV and the radio since
Well, that's a bad sign.
since Thursday. Yeah.
Since 2010.
Yes, yeah, exactly. Yeah. In fact, we didn't have the news on at tea time. We couldn't put it on.
Oh.
You know, it's just because it's all. I mean, the BBC are just going completely over the top as usual. You know.
Oh dear. Can I just answer the question for all those people that were wondering? I've just answered it in the chat, by the way. But the sample that was Paul stretched into oblivion and not quite oblivion was OMD messages, and I took all these samples of different messages samples. For Hardware Jams last weekend. I was supposed to be going round to Grace's to do the Hardware Jams thing and the theme was Message to the World. So we had Grandmaster Flash, obviously, and OMD messages and other sort of bits, which I I'd mangled up, stuck in the bit box. But I was just, again, last weekend, I couldn't have done it. It's rubbish, this cold. It's been going on for fucking ages. Ruined everything. So I thought, well, I've got these things in here. I might as well mess about with them. So that's what they were. The sample that was there, all zhuzhed about, was OMD messages, basically. So there goes my copyright.
No, you won't, because you stretched it enough. Don't ever recognise it.
But there was one bit where I actually hit it, and every now and again it came, "We recall by messages," and I thought, I didn't mean to hit that. But it came in.
I once Paul stretched one of the brass bands. It might have been the Rastrick brass band.
Brighouse and Rastrick brass band.
Brighouse and Rastrick brass band.
Grimethorpe and District.
Yeah, it was one of them anyway. And I wanted it to sound like a brass band, but a really wonky brass band. And I just stretched it long enough, and it's you can't tell. You can't.
Great,
I've told you.
Honestly, I had no idea. And just messing about in Audacity, and I thought, what does this do?
Paul stretches.
Oh, it does. Yeah, it's just great.
all the girl singers that I've ever worked with have certainly been Paul stretched at some point.
Ooh, be careful, Ian.
No. I remember when I was in Katie and the Questions, Katie said, "Well, is that me on your track?" I went, yeah. I told her what the song was. She went, "Is there something you like me?"
Good. Well done.
Yeah, it was lovely. And it fit.
Poor Katie.
Yeah.
Oh, poor Kent. What? Kent's disappeared.
He's back.
Is he back?
Don't let him in. Hey!
Oh, I hope shitface. What did you do? Hello, Fiona.
Put some clothes on, woman.
No, take no.
It's a sandwich shirt.
Oh, okay.
They just thrashed Exeter,
Who?
unfortunately. 'Cause I like
Who's trust Exeter?
Saracens.
Oh, my father-in-law will be upset then.
Yeah. Well, by a point.
Oh, that's
Bloody
even
egg
worse.
chasers.
Yeah. Oh. Where's this thing going? Oh, down here.
It's opposite world in Kent's house. Oh, there he goes.
I'll tell you what, you're not selling this camera to me, Kent.
It's getting mixed up with hands. He's right behind you, I reckon.
Yeah.
No, once it's upset, it stays upset. It's a pain in the ass.
Don't mess with it now. Just sit still
No, honestly, I haven't
for the
touched
next however long.
Don't you flash blue at me. I think it's settled down now. Oh no, it's flashing blue again. Yes.
Lovely.
So, registered with Rowley. Yay!
Hey.
Does it work?
So is it working? No, it's not working.
No. I need this version 2 firmware, and I went to the support and said, right, I need version 2 firmware, and he goes, oh, you update the firmware through dashboard. Yeah, but I need the version 2 software so it dashboard finds it.
Yeah.
Circle of life. So, so you can only get.
Are they actually still based in London? Because they were based in London. They are based in London. Yeah.
Mm. As far as I know.
I used to have a phone number for them.
Oh yeah, not anymore.
Yeah.
Well, it still rings.
I'm sure. Oh, is it? Oh, you've got it.
Yeah, it rings with. We do not accept calls from this location.
It's not good.
Oh dear.
So the saga continues.
STS7.
File instrument. Turn it to doorstop. File instrument.
Yes. Right.
Well, before you start getting into an MPE debate, I'm going to get myself another beer. Bye.
All right. See, now you've mentioned the word beer, I might go and get one myself in a minute.
Steady.
Yeah. I'm only staying till 9:30 because tonight is film night.
Yeah, I'm off soon because the missus
Yeah.
wants to watch a film.
Yeah,
And I'm
we've
gonna
not.
pass
That's our
out, I
normal
think.
Saturday night. Is if we're not out, we'll.
What you
be-
watching tonight then?
I haven't decided yet.
Okay.
So
Okay.
anything that's we've got Prime, we've got Now TV. Oh, there's nothing on Now TV. We've got iPlayer, we've got Netflix. So all,
Yeah, the
all
missus
recommendations coming.
Well, my missus suggested. I forget what it's called now, but it's the one about Richard III and finding-
Yes. Is that on streaming? Is it?
Oh,
I think
I'm gonna
that's
go
what
see
she seems
that.
to think
Think-
it is.
yeah, they look
I've
pretty
got
good.
tickets. I've got tickets for that in a couple of weeks' time.
Unless she's mistaken, I don't know.
Well,
Can't
the thing
remember.
is that the art centre here, they always get the films a good 2 or 3 weeks after the release date,
Right.
because it's cheaper,
Yes. Yeah.
and because I obviously do some work there, I get to go to the films for free. But then we bought Jane a ticket, so she's also dragging me to the Mrs. Harris Goes to Paris, which I don't fancy at all. But I've been the dutiful husband, and I said I would go with her. It looks awful. It looks absolutely terrible.
I don't think she's going to be watching this film tonight.
Well, look
'cause
on
I
the
can't
bright
find
side.
it.
Fiona wants to watch Dave.
Dave.
What, the channel, Dave? Or
no,
the film,
the
Dave?
film. Yeah.
God, I remember that.
What
That was
with,
all right, wasn't it?
Kevin Kline as the president?
Kevin Kline.
No, not that one. Oh, what's his fucking name? Eddie Murphy.
Oh, don't know that one.
He's a walking spaceship. With lots of it's a giant android, basically,
With lots of little Eddie Murphys inside.
with Eddie Murphy and lots of little people living inside, and it's just a giant ship.
I've never even heard of that
Isn't
one.
that the film that sort of killed his career for a while?
No, I thought that was Norbit.
That was Norbit. You're right. It was Norbit. Hey, that'll put hairs on your chest, Andy. Like I hear me. That'll put hairs on your
No,
chest. Andy.
I did hear you. I did hear you.
Right.
Yeah, well, I've just done battle with it, trying to work out how to grip the cork and get the cork out and find the little key to unscrew it, only to find that it doesn't have a key and it doesn't have a cork. It has a cap. So I had to find the bottle opener, which I normally have to hand, but I have to confess myself disappointed that Leffy have now gone to caps rather than corks, because there was something very beautiful about uncorking a Leffy. But anyway, that's by the by. So that's for Asio Head. A nice bit of Belgian falling over juice. So
Excellent.
Well, no, it looks like my missus won't be watching that film because I don't think it is on streaming.
No, well, sometimes they release them all
Yeah,
at the same time, don't they?
Yeah,
But,
sometimes there's like, especially if it's a Netflix production, they'll do like a
Yeah.
simultaneous release. But
I'm just looking on Prime now. There's nothing here that sort of. We've always watched
That's it.
Contagion.
okay, all you people with all that lovely internet television stuff, Rings of Power, worth watching or not? Tell me, because I've not seen a single thing of it.
No, I haven't. Either.
So, is anybody else?
Not seen any.
Hey,
I
Asio Head.
Yeah, I've just heard that some people don't like it, some people do.
All right, okay.
Was that for conclusive?
Is it the Tolkien heads that are all bashing their foreheads, going, "No, that's not in the books. That's all spurious." No.
Kind
Apparently-
of.
Oh, okay. I better not watch it then.
Somebody we were talking to had said that they'd messed around with the timeline of that to the films. You know.
Yeah, Rings of Power equals slow. CGI is good though. All right, Chris said thanks. I was just wondering because I'm a big Tolkien head. I love Tolkien's books. I love the Lord of the Rings films. I hated the Hobbit ones though. They were just awful.
I never
And,
got past the first Hobbit film actually. You know, the half of the Hobbit.
It was just
I
cock.
didn't watch the end of that. I enjoyed
No, I
the The actual,
The Lord of the Rings was
yeah.
decent enough, but
Well, The
Andor
Hobbit
is good though.
The Hobbit should have been one film, not three.
Yeah, it should have been.
I preferred his musical work, Talking Heads.
Oh
Hey.
God! Well,
Stop
we're
making
definitely on a
sense,
road
Reggie.
to nowhere with this one, aren't we? So should we move on?
Hey.
Not making sense.
I stopped making sense years ago. It was the big suit. It just dwarfed everything.
I went to see Nope. Anybody else seen Nope?
Nope.
What's Nope?
Nope.
Nope.
Nope is Daniel Kaluuya, and it's the guy who did Get Out.
Oh, yes. Yes, I know who you mean. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
got Danny Kaluuya in it, and was it Jordan Peele? Is it
Jordan, yeah.
Peele?
Yeah, that sounds right. I didn't like it. Obviously, there was some bits that I completely didn't get, but it seemed to me like really hard work. I'm sure somebody in the chat room will tell me.
His stuff is quite cerebral, isn't it?
Yeah, and I don't mind that normally, but it almost seemed like an in-joke, some of it, that I wasn't getting. And, look, Jane didn't go because she thought it was more sci-fi than horror. And she doesn't do horror. And, but it was 2 hours I'm not going to get back. That's how I described it. But other opinions are available.
Well, aren't they always?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what we're going to watch tonight. Then.
Yeah, I can't find.
Well, Hans
Oh,
is
the
on
House of
Jonathan
Gucci.
Ross,
No,
isn't he?
thank you.
Apparently,
Yeah, apparently.
Better
It's not on
name
here,
check
so that doesn't count.
yeah.
me. You better name check me.
Come on, Ken. work your magic and get him on here, because that would be just such good fun.
I'm working.
Working on it.
He does want to come on. That's not the problem.
But we're not Jonathan Ross.
Well,
Or
I'm
paying him.
assuming. I'm paying. I'm going to say we
Contractually
paid for
obliged.
that. It should be paid for that, surely.
He doesn't need paying. Honestly, the man doesn't need paying anything. He just tell him to come on and talk to his friends, because we're all friends here.
every
Just
time somebody,
give him a nice bottle of red wine.
every time somebody says Lion King, he gets 20 quid.
Don't say it then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anybody seen The Colony? It's on Prime. Is that yeah, no, it's a film, just under 2 hours. Oh, it's 2016. How do we miss that one?
Has anyone actually watched a film about the mutiny on the Bounty that starred somebody famous that I've no idea about? It came out about 2011.
Is it a documentary?
something like- No, it's just a film.
Is that the Russell Crowe one?
I think that might be it. Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh, he's-
Matt appeared and disappeared.
Hey,
Hi,
Matt.
Matt. I'm only asking because I just read a book, a really, really good book by, I think it was Val McDermott. It's a sort of a murder mystery thing, and it's all to do with the connections between Fletcher Christian and some place in the Lake District, and whether he actually died on Pitcairn or whether he escaped Pitcairn and came back. And I've done a bit of digging around. And apparently, there is some circumstantial evidence to say that actually Fletcher Christian didn't die on Pitcairn and came back to the Lake District at the same time that Wordsworth was alive. It's fiction, so there's nothing based in fact, but it was just interesting. But the film in the credits of the book and things is actually mentioned. So I just wondered if anyone watched it, whether it was worth watching. So
How were we supposed to get off that island after burning the ship?
Yeah. If that's
And it was only his grandson who then greeted the British when they came
well,
many years later.
Captain Bligh managed to get across almost the entire Pacific in a rowing boat. So it could be done if you believe Captain Bligh. So I mean, I don't know. You're right, Robert. I mean, it's slightly
more
up in the air.
if you look at the currents of that bay, and even nowadays, for them to get out of that godforsaken bay, that is the harbour, it is quite strong currents around that island.
Is there anything you don't know, Robert?
Was it
Just out of interest? Is there
No,
really anything?
Pitcairn, I think, is quite interesting, or maybe because I like the Bounty film, the 80s one, because of the Vangelis score.
That's it. So yes, is it worth watching? So yes, thank you, Robert. You shut up now.
The 80s one. I mean, for the Vangelis score, maybe. For interesting acting choices, yes, definitely. Overall, no, but it is quite fun for.
All right, okay, fair enough. All right.
But it's also interesting how it's been forgotten, that film. Or
Yeah,
maybe not forgotten,
I
but
had
just
no
ignored.
idea there was even a film about it. So, oh well. Andor is a Star Wars thing. Quite.
Yeah, that was good last night. I watched the latest episode of that. That's quite.
What's that? Andor? Is that
Andor,
another?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's it's what happened before Rogue One, which is what happened before Star Wars Episode 4.
Well, how far back will they go? They're really milking it, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Well, they're telling. I think the stories that they're picking to tell are interesting.
Okay, good.
I think Book of Boba Fett was the most disappointing, I think.
But what is going to happen in 5 years when they've milked through everything, and when Disney's trying to make even more money out of it? When Star Wars is going to be?
They're not going to burn through it in 5 years.
No.
They've got a long-term plan. This will go on for.
They've still got to do the
ever.
life story of the guy who gets his arm chopped off in the cantina.
Well, I mean, I'm still expecting the backstory of Greedo, the full backstory.
Why not?
Well, they covered that, didn't they? In the
No.
the first of the
What in
second
Solo?
films, didn't they? When Guido was a kid.
Oh, you have Greedo baby.
Mm.
But that's not really any backstory. That's just well, half the time in the prequels, it's just the animators deciding to put something else in for fun, and if Lucas didn't notice and didn't care, then they got away with it. But, there was some fun article about it a few years ago. Whereas all the CGI artists talking about that, yeah, but as long as it didn't distract anything in the foreground and he didn't care, then they could put whatever Easter egg in.
Or a Columbo episode where Jar Jar gets murdered, found face down in a water fountain.
Excuse me.
Oh,
you don't need to
what's
track
wrong with
Columbo.
Jar Jar? He's a great character.
Jar
Jar
is
Jar
ac-
Binks, okay day.
No, Jar Jar Binks is actually the true Darth Sidious. He's actually
What?
the true Sith Lord.
Yeah.
Well, that can't be because they're both in the same film, so they can't be, can they?
On the screen at the same time.
Let's dispatch that one into
Well,
outer darkness.
Unless he's a different Sith Lord.
I mean, well, he's the true original Sith Lord.
Mm.
Oh, all right, okay. You get the franchise, Robert.
Yeah, I'm just imagining some of these people pitching stories to Netflix. And go, yeah, okay, yes, yeah, but I think we'll make a series out of that.
Well, could you imagine a film more serious about the backstory of Jar Jar?
Oh, what about Uncle Owen was really a Welsh hill lord that took on Edward II, you know. No? Does that
Aunt
not
Beru
work?
was a hooker.
Beru was a Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Uncle
it was
Seeley 6. Yeah.
That's right, with Slugbait or whatever he was called. I've forgotten his name. What was he called? Slugbait? No, it's not Slugbait. What is it? Tiab Gulls? No, we're on Throbbing Gristle again. No. What was that big fat slug called?
Jabba the Hutt.
Oh, Jabba the Hutt.
That's it. That was the lost
Slap
throbbing
bang.
gristle track that I couldn't remember.
Could have been Jabba the Crap.
Pizza the Hut.
Pizza the Hut.
Solo.
Yeah, honestly.
Got me bag of weed. Except it says SAD 512D. Oh, okay.
Any idea what that goes in?
Oh God, yeah. Which ones would you like?
No, don't go there, Kent.
I think RS 505s have SAD 512s. What else?
No.
Oh, many different types of string synths, basically.
What octet dividers or
Bucket, brigade,
uh,
ensemble chip. That's stupid fucking money.
Really? Oh
Mm,
no! Oh no!
very, 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 very expensive. They normally work out roughly about £100 each for original ones.
are there good clones these days or?
They're supposed to be, but I've yet to have one that was any. Well, I mean, if you're putting it into a machine that already has like 2 other ICs, it really doesn't stand up. And you replace all 3, and it's sort of like it's weak somehow. It's not as warm. Customers don't seem to like them anyway.
Why is that? Not why they don't like them, but why is it that it's different?
No idea. Oh, it must be the way they're built.
Or is it that one is abused and no longer to spec, and one is to spec?
Yeah, there is that. Although I think the replacement ones they call them replacement ones, but they basically are they're just the chip copied again, but they normally run at 5 volt rather than the 15. So it's a different kettle of fish altogether. With those
Thanks,
ones.
Kent. I've just got the notification that you've subscribed to me. You're very kind.
Yeah, do you know what? Because I thought I already had.
I thought you had.
Yeah, and then I noticed it still said subscribe, and I went, that can't be right, can it? Maybe it's going to... No, it doesn't matter if I'm on a different page or a different computer. Subscribe.
I've just got the pop-up in the screen. Oh, dear. That's bad.
Oh, mate,
Thank you.
we came to nearly the end of one of these shows, and I got a pop-up come up to say that my show had started. I went, oh, thanks for that. It's about 4.5 hours after it had started. It's like,
4.5? What, you mean 7 hours?
yeah, and all they had to do was go from one tab to the other. It's not like I had to go far. I don't know. So, I thought Robbie was on his imaginary phone again. Hello?
I'm
Looking
just
for a
trying to find
film.
Hello?
Yeah, me too.
Just
Uh,
because what
do
will
you think
happen is
Jane-
I'll go downstairs and we'll
Yeah.
say, right, what are we watching? And she'll go, well,
Yeah.
what is there? And I'll go, well, there's all of this. And, oh, I don't know, what do you want? Well, I don't know, what do you... and then we'll just end up arguing and then watching some shit. Or not.
You see, what I do is, Fiona says to me, what do you want to watch? And I go, I don't mind, what do you want to watch? And she picks something and I go, yeah, I'm not watching that, and come upstairs.
I could watch. I could get Jen to watch American Psycho. I don't think so. Do you?
No.
My son wanted to go as Patrick Bateman
Oh, really?
to the Halloween thing at school, and he'd got it all worked out. He'd got the whole costume sort of worked out what he was going to get, and then all of a sudden, one of his friends had said to him, "Oh, I'm going as Patrick Bateman." So he's like, "Oh, fuck's sake." So now he's going.
It's because they're all
as-
watching the same films.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now he's going as Shaun from Shaun of the Dead. So we bought him a cricket bat today. We've already got the name badge. We've just got to get him a white shirt and a tie. And then he's going to go as Shaun. Kids, eh?
And you could just turn up and go as I, as from Withnail and I.
Yeah.
Pennywise.
Yeah.
Anyway, Matt, how are you, Matt? Nice to see you. You all right, chap?
thank you.
You've been sitting there in the bottom left-hand corner, not saying much.
Been a long day, mate. Looking after me mum.
No.
It's the old girl's birthday today, so
Oh, good.
been over and spent some time with her. But
Doing your filial duties.
yeah, whatever that means.
Filius, Latin, son, filial, of the son,
I don't-
filial duties.
All right,
The
Paul,
duties
all right.
of a son.
All right, Boris, calm down.
It's turned into a lecture.
Fucking Latin around.
Boris, calm down.
I've never been called Boris before. There's a first.
Yes, right, that's my mate.
In Euclid, we find that.
Come on, my socks.
Filial duties, the duties of a son. It's not difficult, right? You've done your bit. That's good. Well done, Matt.
You've done your
Spot the cunning linguist in the group.
Indeed.
He's down there.
Video evidence.
Yeah, I saw that film.
You may be a cunning linguist, but I'm a master debater.
Oh.
Well, what you get up to in your own time is your business, Robert.
Yeah, but you probably
As long as you didn't leave stains on my sofa, I don't care.
Oh,
You did it on your living room floor, mate.
Oh, well, I've mopped it since then, so that's all right.
Why, what have you spilled on it?
Oh, you've no idea.
I don't even want to know.
Oh dear.
Well, it's what happens when you've got an open plan living room kitchen. You know, everything ends up on the floor, so you got to mop it. So, I made a massive batch of chicken curry yesterday, and thought, well, I'll stick it in little tubs and put it in the freezer. And then I opened the freezer and thought, there's no room in the freezer, so I've got this massive batch of chicken curry that I can't eat. Oh. I will say though, aubergines are amazing, and I am an absolute convert to aubergines. I'm back on my aubergine tip. Everybody
You
go
sound
and buy
like Jim.
aubergines.
Pardon?
he's turned into Jim. He's turned into
I'm
Jim.
not as refined as see. Jim takes the time to place everything with the delicate precision on the plate, and drizzle things just where they needs to be. I can't be asked that. I just stick it all in a pan and go sloppity, 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 slop, which is why it ends up on the kitchen floor, all over the walls. But it's
We're
great.
talking about food.
I have no idea.
Oh.
Matt.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
I'm sorry.
If you think I'm rubbing certain things against my own kitchen walls, you're wrong.
Just
So stop it right now.
Stop. You've been
He
the one who
uses the
brought
curtain.
aubergines up.
Garlic. Well, you gotta slap it against something, haven't you, to get the juices out? So why not chuck it against your wall?
And on that note,
Robbie's looking off.
Is that something else that's destined to the crusty sock drawer of life?
Oh.
Well done, Ken.
Look, I'm trying to find a film here, and nobody's helping.
no, I'm
Suggestions from
just,
our chatties are not great.
Go back and watch JFK. JFK is a great film. Go
From
watch
here to
JFK.
eternity.
For souvenir.
Seen it? Seen both of them?
What?
Something-
From here to eternity? Ah, which one? Which one?
Uh,
Do you want a good film or a really,
Deborah
really
Carr
bad
and,
film?
Burt Lancaster.
No, the
the
Jerry
proper one.
Anderson one.
From
The Jerry Anderson one. Yeah.
You are joking, really?
I shit you not, mate.
Is it
With old
Lady Penelope?
no, it's after people from Space 9. It was done between season 1 and 2 of Space 1999. So it's half the cast of Space 1999. Matey Boy from UFO does the voiceover. It's got what's his name? Big fella, beard. Gordon's alive.
Oh,
Brian Blessed.
Brian Blessed.
Brian
in it.
Blessed. Really?
Yeah.
Who's from
Yeah.
just up the road in Swinton in Rotherham? Gordon's alive.
Yes.
Yeah.
I heard a fantastic story about him. There was 3 guys sitting outside a restaurant, and they saw him on the other side of the street walking by, and they just shouted out, Gordon's alive, like that at the top of their voices, and he completely ignored them. And just before he went round the corner, he turned around and went, "Cunts!" Like this. Lovely guy.
Yeah. In a voice which would have drowned out everything.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
I'll see you guys later.
All right, darling.
Or not. I don't know. We'll see how it
Or
goes.
however it.
Yeah.
Bye,
pans
Robbie.
out.
Enjoy. Have a good
Will do.
time.
Take care.
See you later, babe.
See ya.
Bye.
Yes. So there you go.
I've worked all my life in theatre. I've done Shakespeare and everything, and all you can say is Gordon's a fucking live. You twats.
Doesn't he do?
What about my Ophelia? Yeah, you're beautiful as Ophelia.
Yeah.
Sorry, Ian.
Doesn't he do Peppa Pig? I think he does Peppa Pig. Doesn't he?
Does he do Peppa Pig?
I think he
Yes,
does.
he does one of the voices in Peppa Pig.
Yeah, because my mate is the director. My mate invented Peppa Pig. This is my only claim to real fame. And I remember him talking about the fact
People buy packets of that in
having to
M&S.
direct Brian Blessed because of Peppa Pig. I've never ever seen Peppa Pig.
Oh, you don't mean the guy who wrote the recipe? You mean the guy actually?
The guy who
The guy who actually invented Peppa Pig.
invented
Yes.
Peppa- Emily's
Yeah,
partner,
we're not talking porc à la poivre here. We're talking.
And then marinate in a white wine sauce for 2 days.
Porc
In
au
Andy's
poivre.
kitchen.
Nah, with all the slops.
We're back to the sock drawer again.
No, you are, Ken. I wasn't.
You say you weren't, but it was implied.
I've got socks in my sock drawer. What have you got in yours?
Drum machines, I think.
Probably.
Last time I looked.
Isn't that why you keep the TB303s?
No, I keep them in a stacker box.
yeah.
How many?
303s.
Wow.
I think there's 5 303s. One of them's a devilfish. And it's got to be 6 or 7 606s. It's ridiculous. I know they're small, but it doesn't mean you have to forget them.
I love the throwaways. 5303s, 606s.
I tell you what, it's a massive pain in the arse. You know, at least they're small. You can put them in a stacker box and stick them somewhere. But it's all the bigger stuff. It's just a huge pain.
Yeah, imagine if you have 5 CS80s left behind, forgotten.
Yeah, well, I've got one. That's enough. It's ridiculous. It really is.
It almost sounds like Kent's complaining about having a CS80 left behind.
Well, yeah, I am. It's a pain in the arse. It really is. You can't do anything with it. Legally, I can't sell it.
You can after a certain time.
Yeah, but I have to hang on to the money in a separate account.
That's true. You do
So
for a while, yeah. Because there's this.
Indefinitely, apparently. Indefinitely.
What? Because
Yeah.
I thought we had this conversation, didn't we? Because if you have to go, you have to do all that you can to try and contact the customer. And
Yeah.
if providing you've got their address and all that sort of stuff, and that's the problem that we used to have is we didn't always have people's addresses when they brought stuff in for repair.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Because it's amazing the amount of stuff that people just leave and just never come back for.
Well, I've even had stuff where people have sent things here. They've turned up completely unannounced. I don't know why they're here, what's wrong with them. And maybe 9 months later, get an email from some person saying, "Oh, I'm just wondering how you were getting on with my Rhodes Chroma." Oh, that's you, is it? Oh, okay.
We had, I may have told this story before, when we first took over the music shop and the previous owner had left, it had a lot of items that didn't belong to the shop, they belonged to customers and they were there to try and sell. And I remember Jane going through it with the guy, and he'd say, "Oh, I don't know who. I've got no names and addresses for any of these stuff." So we just literally stuck it in a room upstairs and waited for people to turn up. And luckily, most of them did. Eventually, they'd turn up and say, "Oh, I have my son's here." Get them to describe it, and then you'd give them it, whatever it was, you know. One lady walked in one day and said, "Oh, I left my cello here for him to sell, but it was about 4 years ago." And we went, "Well, there was no cello here when we took over." And we did give her the previous guy's phone number, but the phone number had gone dead. So he'd done a runner with the money, really. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it happens. It does happen. Why it take somebody 4 years to get around to finding out if something's
Exactly.
got sold?
Why it took her that? I mean, half of it, you sort of felt for her, but in the sense that she's lost a cello. But why did you leave it so long?
Yeah. This is very true. Yeah. Now. Let's try something here a minute. See what that does. No.
Are we making progress with that then, Kent?
Well, it's registered now.
How did they do that? How did they get around it with no serial?
They just gave it a whole new serial. Yeah. So they just gave it a new serial, and I said, "Oh, don't worry about the registration number for it." Oh, okay. So I entered the serial into the Rolly Connect, and it registered it.
Touch?
I go, good. That
Result?
should give me access to the firmware. No, it doesn't. You have to do that through Dashboard, which it doesn't connect to because it hasn't got version 2 firmware on it.
Yeah.
So it needs to be version 2 to be able to connect to the dashboard so I can download the version 2 firmware and put it on.
So, talk about a catch-22.
Yeah. So I've now continued my ticket because they hadn't quite closed it. And so I've continued the ticket to say, well, look, can you send me the version 2 firmware separately so I can put it on via, I don't know, MIDI-aux or something like that. It will go on with that without any trouble. And I thought, maybe somebody's already put the file up on the net somewhere. No. Done a really extensive search. Cool.
Who's blocked?
Has anybody seen
Who's
Tenet?
blocked?
The film?
Pardon?
Anybody seen Tenant, the film?
Yeah, Fiona watched that last week.
Any good?
Yeah, I mean, she wasn't sort of like
Well, blown away by it.
gooey-eyed over it or anything, but she said, yeah, it's all right. It's an interesting messing around with time travel.
Yeah, well, we like sci-fi, so I'll see what James says. That's a possibility. Ben Preston says he's half blocked.
Oh.
He's trying to be highbrow, but it's too software for me. All right, okay. Thanks, Original Synth.
Guess another film too highbrow.
Tenet. Tenet. He, she, it holds. Sorry, just going through my conjugations of verbs again.
You need to get back to work, Andy.
No, I don't.
No, you don't.
Got a week yet before I have to worry about conjugations of verbs. I just do. My head just goes it. Tenet. Teneo, tenes, tenets, tenemos, tenes, tenent.
Yeah, I said it was tenant, didn't I? It's tenant.
Second conjugation verb. Latin's ace.
We're actually
Everyone
weak.
should learn Latin. If everyone learned Latin, the world would be a better place.
Nah.
In spite of what the Romans did. God, what was I saying? Oh, they shut up now, for fuck's sake,
I'm
man.
sure it wasn't the language that did it.
Yeah, swords don't kill people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rocks kill people.
Yeah, if dropped from a great height.
Yeah.
Take this gladius up your jacksy, mate. Ooh. Sorry, no.
Oh my goodness.
I think it's interesting that our word spade comes from the word Sparta, which means the long sword that the people on horseback used to use. Oh, anyway, that's by the by.
Really? Oh, that's interesting.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it does. Yeah, our word spade comes from the Latin word Sparta, which means long sword.
And there's my something new learned today.
The more you
Tick
know.
that, you can tick that box cheerfully, Matt.
Yeah.
Oh, why is my head full of such crap?
Oh, I'm full of crap. It's just none of it's useful.
Oh, none of mine's useful either. Unless you're on a university challenge, and then it's great.
It's not crap. It's knowledge.
Monday night, quiz night. Can't be beaten.
Yeah, it's true enough.
All knowledge is useful.
Mm.
Yeah. Oh, God. That killed the conversation. I've done it again, Anna. I really have. I'm a genius at this. If you want a silent party, invite Andy. Yeah, he's great.
Yay!
Come on, give us some more modern day Latin then.
No,
Modern
don't.
day. I don't know anything about modern day Latin. The word modern and day just don't go together in my head.
Yeah, but so does.
Est in conspictu tenedos notis mens la fama de ves opundum priami regnum manebat.
Other words
I
that
can
don't
give you
go
that.
together. It's liberal and government. Arsenal and United.
FA
Tottenham.
Cup final. Yeah, okay.
Arsenal and Tottenham.
Arsenal and Tottenham.
Why don't they go together? They're football teams. Why would they not go together?
North London rivals. It's like Manchester City and Man United.
What does that mean?
Yeah.
Everton and
Liverpool.
Liverpool. Something I heard of Everton was.
Oh, I know about Liverpool.
I am
Everton
a
and
man who
Liverpool.
doesn't follow football.
Everton and Liverpool. Well, they're in Liverpool, aren't they?
Yes. But
That's the whole
opposite
point.
sides.
That's the point.
It's opposite sides of the same town. So it's like Tottenham and Arsenal in North London, even though Arsenal originated in South London.
It's like nearly all the Manchester United fans
And
come from
Liverpool's
Surrey.
actually in Arsenal, isn't it? Is that right? Isn't the what's it called? What stadium does Liverpool play at?
Anfield.
What's it called? Isn't that actually in Arsenal? It's actually in the area called Arsenal.
That I don't know.
There's something mental about that in Liverpool.
Never been to Liverpool.
Never. It's a good
Never
day
been
out.
to Manchester.
Oh, Liverpool's great. Liverpool's a
You should go to
lovely
the
place. Liverpool's a great
Liverpool
place.
Tate's. Really good fun.
Liverpool's great. Yeah, I'm with you, Ian. Liverpool,
Two lovely
come on,
cathedrals.
culture vultures together.
Yeah,
Yeah. No, I am.
We'll rub our eyebrows together, Ian.
we will. Although I did do the Beatles tour on the Magical Mystery Bus, which was so lowbrow. It was absolutely amazing.
It was so lowbrow. It was
It was
amazing.
so low. We got off the bus at one point and we walked around the corner to look at the house that John and Paul used to write songs in, and they bricked up the window.
No, that's amazing.
And then we walk back round, and I know a guide says, and this is the bus stop that George Harrison used to get on. It was so bad. It was quite a few years ago, but it was just genius. Jane and I mean, the boys were about 14, 15, and just they thought, what the hell what have you dragged us to? But me and Jane were sat in the back of the bus just howling. It was just brilliant. And this is Paul.
And this is where Ringo Starr dropped a chip.
Yeah. And as we passed by the end of Ringo Starr's original house, which was at that point in time, we were all boarded up and about to be demolished.
Oh no!
It was really, really brilliant. It was just one of the best things ever, for all the wrong reasons. And when he had nothing to say, he kept putting a cassette on because it's not that long ago, but he put a cassette on. And every so often the cassette would slow down.
Mystery tour.
Yeah, the cassette would slow down.
Roll up for the mystery tour.
It was just brilliant.
Caught the voice again.
Anybody dressed up as a walrus?
No, but we
Bus
Matt
driver.
will be.
Yeah.
we did get off at Penny Lane and stood by the sign, and we looked through through to Strawberry Fields, which is just a field. Rather than it being they're not the
Oh,
building.
good.
I think actually that it's changed since then. I think they've actually.
Well,
They are
was
doing
there a
something to
barbers showing photographs of every hair
Yeah.
design the world has ever
Yeah.
known?
It was.
Oh, good. I'm glad about that.
Yeah, if it's still going, it's definitely worth the price of the bus fare.
Price of a bus fare.
And here's the
That's-
abattoir where
that's
Henry the
damning
Horse
with-
ended up.
Oh, the price of a bus fare is damning with faint praise, Ian.
Yeah, it was just great fun.
Oh,
It's like that
Well-
webcam, isn't it, at the crossroads in Abbey Road? It doesn't matter what time of day, whether it's night or day, and you go to the website and you turn it on, and there'll be 4 Japanese people standing in the road.
Yeah.
And they go,
Yeah.
oh, running off.
Or if you're in Liverpool, you could go to the Walker Gallery, which is amazing. It's got loads of wonderful pre-Raphaelite art and that wonderful picture of Oliver Cromwell and all that business. Go to the Walker Gallery. The Walker Gallery is brilliant.
Where's the Walker Gallery?
It's by a big... Oh, they're fucking horrible. Both of them. The Roman Catholic one because it's falling down. Paddy's bleeding wigwam. It's horrible. And the Anglican Cathedral is just an absolute monstrosity. Don't even go near it. Don't even blink your eyes at it. It's hideous. Come friendly bombs and fall on fucking Anglican Cathedral in Liverpool. It's just awful. It's horrible. It's horrible. It's just horrible.
That's one of the most
Gothic
fascinating
revival,
organs.
horrible. Yeah, I don't give a shit about the fascinating organ. They can bomb it to oblivion. It's horrible. Paddy's wigwam. If they can keep it upright, if they can keep the Roman Catholic Cathedral upright, good. But the Anglican Cathedral, they can bomb it to smithereens because it's wank, and that's from an Anglican.
Who wound him up?
Well,
I hate it. Oh God, Liverpool Cathedral. It's just the Liverpool Anglican Cathedral is the worst fucking cathedral on God's earth. It's hideous. It may be the biggest Anglican cathedral on the planet, but I don't give a shit. It's just horrid. It's just horrible in every way. And
The Catholic concrete bunker is also quite interesting.
yeah, but
as
no,
well.
it wasn't. It's fascinating because it was started as a Gothic cathedral, but they all ran out of money. So when it got around to the 60s and the Catholics had drummed up enough money, they had to buy some modernist guy in, and they built Paddy's wigwam over the top of the actual proper bits that were underneath.
This is what I dislike about Andy. He beats around the bush and he will not say what he means.
and yet you go into Paddy's wigwam, and actually it's brilliant. The problem is it's falling down around your feet when you go in, right? Because it's 60s crap architecture. But the Anglican Cathedral, which was built by people who knew what they were doing, is just a fucking hideous monstrosity. And it's just horrible. No, I hate it. It's horrible. If you want to go and see a good Gothic cathedral, just go to Lincoln. Go to Lincoln Minster. Go to York Minster. Just go to Southwell where I work, and you can see a beautiful Norman nave and a beautiful Gothic choir and a beautiful. Oh my God, Liverpool Cathedral is just such an abortion. Please pull it down.
Ken,
Yes.
the next time Andy visits you, can you install a pressure relief valve on his head, please?
Yeah. I'll tell you where you should go in Liverpool. You should go to Crosby and look at Anthony Gormley's statues in the sea.
Yes, they're great.
Yeah.
They're- it's
Or you could go to
absolutely
the
great,
Brexit.
yeah.
Go to the Brexit adventure.
The Brexit adventure. We're in it now, Kent. We don't need to go anywhere. We're in it. We're all experiencing it on a day-to-day basis.
I saw a picture of it the other day, and it basically looks like an oil rig made out of Lego.
Oh, yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah, no.
It's like, what the fuck is... what?
Just how many million?
Yeah, quite
Can
a few.
Can I also just say, before you all think I'm a complete and utter Luddite,
Who's
Too
playing
late.
As a-
Bond music?
as a chorister at Wigan Parish Church, which happened to be in the Diocese of Liverpool at the time, I actually was singing in the choir of Wigan Parish Church at the opening of Liverpool Anglican Cathedral. So I do have an attachment to it, in a musical sense too. But I still think it's fucking awful, and they can pull it down.
Nothing like someone sitting on the fence, is there?
No, that's what we're all about. Be honest.
Yeah.
That's a nice rant there, Andy.
Thank
Well
you.
done,
I'm
mate.
glad you.
No, I appreciate it. Dan.
I,
It's nice. I don't see
I
you
love all-
rant very often.
Oh my God! Has Kent got his Rolly working?
Oh, it does
For a
that,
moment
but that's
there,
all.
I thought you were Ty Unwin.
You thought I was tying me.
There-
I
there
love
was-
cathedrals. I love the cathedrals of this country. I do
Wasn't
visit
anywhere
them.
near
I
enough
visit them all.
fucks.
I've been to loads. I haven't been to. You're right, Kent. There wasn't.
No.
I mean,
Salisbury has a
What?
very nice cathedral.
it does if you can park, which we
It does if
couldn't.
it doesn't kill you.
Salisbury was full. Ely. I've been to Ely. Ely was I loved Ely. Ely was just absolutely out of this world amazing. Ely Cathedral is brilliant. Just go and visit it. It's just amazing. York Minster, just
York Minster's very
brilliant.
nice. You have to pay to
Lincoln.
now, sadly.
Yeah, you've got to go with the clergyman, then you can get him for free. Who just says, "I'm not paying to worship in God's house," and you walk in, and it's great.
used to.
It's brilliant. So, yeah, my faves, Ely definitely in the top 10. Lincoln is up there. Lincoln's definitely up there.
Lincoln's good. Been to Lincoln.
York
Actually,
Minster,
Selby's
Chester,
not bad.
Chester's Gourley. Selby's
Selby's
not
not-
cathedral. Selby's
No,
not
it's not
cathedral.
cathedral, but it's-
Selby's
it's
not
pretty
cathedral. It's an abbey. It's Selby
I know, but
Abbey. It's
still
not
pretty
cathedral.
nice. It's pretty nice.
You're right. It is still
And
Beverley. Beverley's a Minster. Beverley's a
Minster,
Minster. It's not
and that's-
cathedral.
And that's quite nice.
It's not
They don't all have to
cathedral
be
though.
Minsters.
It's not
They don't-
cathedral.
They don't all have to be.
Just because they've
cathedral.
got the word Minster attached to them doesn't make it
they don't
cathedral.
have to be.
Beverley's not cathedral. It's a Minster.
Apparently,
Can-
it's not
I
a
can tell you not
cathedral.
where.
And they didn't finish the tower on
I hear
Beverley,
on the
which makes it a
grapevine.
half-arsed attempt. Sorry, should I go to bed now?
Don't apologise, mate. It's fun.
I need to get snotty again, don't I? That's what I need. I need to get all really snotty and Robert's
Yes,
looking
no,
totally
snotty.
beflummoxed.
Snotty's an abbey, not a cathedral.
Oh dear.
Chester's a cathedral.
Exeter's a cathedral, isn't it?
Exeter's a cathedral. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I've been there.
Chesty is a porn star.
Yeah.
You might know about that. I have no idea what you're talking about.
I saw it on a wall once.
Yeah, I can imagine which war.
Next to a Polymoog poster. Oh, incoming.
Oh, hey, Pandy.
Hey,
Bonjour.
Yeah, just
hello, matey.
Morgan is a famous movie. Russ Meyer hired him for his movies. You ever see Chesty Morgan?
Yeah.
She beat up guys with their breasts.
I've heard of it, but never seen it.
Yeah,
That's
very
one
highbrow
that cost me
content.
time. Yeah.
Huh? Simon, Manchester Cathedral is very nice. It's a lovely space.
And it's not an abbey.
Or a minster.
No, it's a pile of
Or a
Victorian. It's Victorian Gothic. It's nothing more than Victorian Gothic. It's just
What
Victorian.
did I miss? What brought
Sandy.
up the cathedral thing?
Mr. Wiggly.
Hello, hello.
Hello, Dom.
Or is it Mr. Wonky now?
It's Mr. Wonky, half
Yeah.
god, half biscuit,
Yep.
and Mr. Wonky. I was called in half god, half beast, half god, half biscuit
Yeah.
for forever.
Yeah.
And
for
I
like
have no
20
idea.
minutes.
Like word blindness. I don't think it's the first time, to be honest.
Don't worry, I've been calling Dave Walker Graham for weeks.
Dave Walker. Oh, bless Dave Walker and his paint splash t-shirts.
Yeah, but there was something that was
You mean
half
Graham?
something, half biscuit, wasn't there?
Half man, half biscuit was a
Half
band,
man,
wasn't
half
it?
biscuit. Yeah,
Yeah.
from Macclesfield or from
Yeah, exactly.
one of those
That's where it's
places.
come from. That's where it's come
Really
from.
good band.
Subliminally come in.
So I shall be half. No, I'll just be Mr. Wonky. I just wanted to check that Andy was all right. Where's he gone? Is he up there? Yeah. Is he all right?
Yeah,
This Andy or that Andy?
Sorry, that you I just flipped over to see what was going on, and you sounded like
I'm
you were in
all
a
right.
terrible state just then.
He was rather around.
Well, I was having a rant about Liverpool Anglican Cathedral. That's all. Don't get me started again, Dom. Honestly,
You're okay.
it's an ecumenical question, really.
it is an ecumenical question. You're quite right, Ken.
Yeah.
I mean, I was supposed to be on Ramsey's earlier on today, but I mean, I joined it, and after about 20 minutes, I was like, I just can't carry on.
No,
with
I
this.
saw that. I was very worried. I saw that.
I clambered into bed and spent the next 4 hours in bed,
And
dosed up
then,
on paracetamol.
weirdly, when you pressed that button, the whole stream went down. I don't
Yeah.
think it's got anything
Did
to
it?
do with that.
Yeah.
The bandwidth
Yeah.
broke. And
Did I fuck it up?
yeah.
I'm sorry, I have no idea about that. I just went to bed.
as you pushed that, okay, see you guys, and it just went.
Yeah, and he just died.
Didn't know it was contagious.
Yeah.
Oh no, my virus is
Wow.
spreading clearly. Oh dear.
He's part of the whole Mr. Bungle always wins things. So.
Thanks, Anna. Did he get it sorted in the end? I've not watched back yet, so I
had
don't know.
to leave
so-
after the.
It
well,
took forever. Yeah.
it went down once, and then he thought it was something.
Oh, you're talking
and then he
about that,
changed
yeah.
something else. In the end, he was about to switch internet connections, and I had to go. So, did it work after that?
He did switch into connection.
He did. He had to
Yeah,
drop a
yeah, he
thing,
did.
and
Yeah.
I can't believe that me ducking out actually.
No, you-
no, enough of this Andy breaks things business,
Andy, you
please,
broke
because
it. You broke it. Just tell us, accept it. You broke it. It's all right.
okay, I broke the internet. Yeah, fair
We still
enough.
love you. You broke it.
Thanks, Ian. Love you too, darling.
I know.
Oh dear. I didn't. I just went to bed. I read a book.
There you go. You see. Was it what book did you read?
Oh,
Was it
another
right?
Val
No, we'll
McDermott.
talk about that.
Another Val McDermott called The Place of Execution. It's amazing. If you've not read it, go out
I've
and
never
buy
read it.
Val McDermott, A Place of Execution. They could turn that into an amazing film because it's
never read
such a
any of those books,
fantastic book. Have you not? Honestly, it's
No.
so good. It was £4 from Asda. £4 from Asda, and honestly, it's so good. It's so well written. It's not. I absolutely love it. Yeah, Place of Execution, Val McDermott. All go out and buy it because it's brilliant. It's such an exciting story, and really, 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 and it all takes place in Derbyshire, so just down the road from where I am. So all the place names are all entirely fictional, but all familiar because not quite changed enough, and it's just great. It's just great. It's just yeah.
Cool.
Anyway, enough of my.
As long as you were right, that's the main thing.
Yeah, thanks, Tom.
There you go.
Sorry, Ian.
Sorry to break the stream and everything.
No, you,
Break the flow, rather.
no. It's fine.
No, you actually stopped Andy from having an embolism.
Yeah, you did.
No, because I'm enthusiastic about a book.
But you're
that I'm reading.
passionate about things.
No. I was thinking more of the No, I'm not going to say the word. He'll be off again.
So those church things.
No! The Minster.
No, that's a trigger. That is a trigger.
Oh, don't get me going about Giles Gilbert Scott. That man needs a red hot poker up his bum.
Well, he's going already. It's going.
Oh no. Oh dear.
I just can't believe that somebody was. Sorry, go on, carry on. Carry on. No, you carry on.
I still haven't got a film to watch when I go back up with to Jane. So thanks, guys.
We watched something that was really good.
That good, huh?
I just go back to the classics. Like,
honestly, I can never. I've watched a film halfway through before I realised I've seen it like in about 3 weeks earlier, literally, and got halfway through going. I think I might. Oh yeah, no, I have seen this.
That's a really bad film, then.
Yeah, quite. Hang on, I'll see if I can look it up. I remember.
Yeah, it's just easy if you watch too much. All this binge watching makes it hard to remember.
Exactly. Or what? Just watch the films you know are great, like say History Boys or Calendar Girls or.
I've seen History Boys for a long time. That's a good film. Yeah.
History Boys is great. I love History Boys. History Boys are great.
Still Crazy.
Annie was good. I watched that. I watched both versions of Annie with Lula May. And Turning Red's a good one. It's about Panda. He turns, this girl turns into a panda whenever she gets annoyed.
You're suggesting I watch Tenet, so that could be a possibility.
Once Upon a Time in America?
Once Upon a Time in America is a great
That's half the afternoon, though.
yeah, it's long, isn't it?
It's only 3 hours 50.
Yeah.
Great score.
Or you could watch all the Terminator films. They're great, aren't they?
We actually quite like the Terminator films. Even
Highlander Part 1.
The first two, yes.
Terminator Salvation is even watchable. You know?
It was a scary film about a phone, and it wasn't Ring. It was like a new film.
Was it The Cell? Oh, new one because
the black phone.
Oh, that's on. I've just seen that on.
It was on.
Forgive.
It was flipping scary because at one I don't really like scary movies, but
Jane won't go for that.
And I just leapt out of my skin at one point.
Yeah, the black phone's pretty weird.
I think you might be right. It's about a phone on the wall that's not connected.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it then.
The guys in the basement. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. That was a really good film though, and I'm not big on scary films, but
good reveal at the end too. I'm not going to spoil it, but it had a good reveal.
Yeah.
I have managed to take Jane to 2 zombie movies without knowing that they were going to be zombie movies. And I survived. One was World War Z, and the other one was The Girl with All the Gifts. Both are watchable if you've never seen them.
Show her the original Dawn of the Dead and Day of the Dead. They're the best.
Oh, they're great films. No, she won't go for them.
No.
Dawn of the Dead, I've seen loads of times.
Oh, yeah. And not the damn remake either.
No, the original. Yeah.
Yes. George Romero.
I used to take girls on dates for that. And if they liked the film, we'd have a second date.
We're going to be swimming again by the sounds of Robert's swimming in Brooksy's ranting.
No, Simon,
I'm not ranting. What are you on about, Matt? I'm not ranting about anything.
Yet.
No. You push the rant button, I'll have rants, but there's no rants right now.
Hey, Dom, have you seen Suspiria?
Me no rant.
Seen which?
Suspiria by Dario Argento. The great score by Goblin. Amazing.
No, hang on.
Amazing film. 1977, I think.
Wow, 77. Yeah, Italian supernatural horror film. Oh,
Goblin did some great scores. They did some music for Dawn of the Dead. So.
Oh wow, this looks good.
Inky was casted as a zombie in World War Z. Now that is impressive.
Inky was cast as a zombie in World War Z.
She didn't get the cast, but she went
She went.
To be
Wow.
casted as a zombie World. That is so cool.
Brilliant.
You
nearly got
didn't
it.
get it.
She nearly got
No.
it, but she corpsed.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
Try the fish.
Yeah.
What was
Right.
that joke I heard
It's
the
gone
other
9:30. I'm going to go and watch a film with my wife. So I will. I may be back,
Black
ladies and
Phone.
gentlemen.
you do right, Ian.
Black
Black
Phone,
Phone,
or
Black
the
Phone.
remake of It's a Hard Knock Life, Annie. It's really good.
No, we're not watching them either.
There's a new
I'll see you
Minions
all later,
out soon
guys.
as well.
History boys, Ian. History boys.
Yeah. The History Boys is going to see it for a while. I'll let you know later what we watched.
The sad thing about World War Z, it was a great
Oh.
book and a bad movie.
Bye.
Take care, Ian.
Cheers. Bye.
Oh.
See you later, buddy.
Went to a casting they did in Truro Girls' School. Wow, that's inky, not me. Wow.
What are you doing at Truro Girls' School?
Well, wasn't allowed back.
At midnight.
Funny that.
Me, my reputation.
Yeah.
As a hit record producer, why can't I come back here?
Tell you what, I've been usurped at my school, completely usurped in the music front. It turns out, what's her face went there. I didn't realise. Hang on. You're going to have to just hold that thought for a moment because it's gone completely.
Shh.
It's
Don't
gone
anybody
the way
speak.
of,
Nobody speak. Dom's thinking.
Charlie XCX went to apparently. Charlie
Who?
XCX. Who? Charlie's a massive, massive pop star.
Who?
Charlie XCX.
No.
Nah. Sorry, Dom. That didn't work.
I don't care. I love it. Was her very first hit. I don't care. No,
Oh, that's not too bad. I mean, my school, it was Jimmy Page.
But now she's huge. She's she's doing loads of stuff. She's like massively successful. So my little I wrote a song once is just like, oh really? It's just like, all right, Grandad.
My only claim to fame is that I went to primary school with Ian Wright, the footballer.
Oh.
Doesn't matter.
Was he showing talent back then? Did you?
I was goalkeeping against him, and yes, he was very good. Even then,
What does goalkeeping mean?
you're the man in the goal. You're the goalkeeper.
You keep it. You get to take it home
Stop
with you
it.
and everything.
Stop it
Yeah.
from getting in. Bit like the wicket keeper stops it from going behind the stumps back.
Oh, the wicket keeper. Oh, I can cope
the
with that. Dom,
goalkeeper is
thank
a
you.
bit like that.
So it's like a wicket keeper, but in football.
Like a
Yeah, you
forward
know
prop.
the big oblong thing at the each end of the pitch.
No,
Right, there's a guy in the middle of that. He
is
stops
there?
the ball going in it. Yeah.
Why?
They used to wear green in the olden days.
The gates aren't big enough.
Listen, I'm heartbroken no one's heard of Charlie XCX in this room.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, after you sang the
Is this
I
an
Don't
age
Care,
thing, do you think?
I think I've had to hear it.
You've
in
heard that,
clubs
but I mean
too
that,
many
that
times.
wasn't even under her name. But I mean it was the first hit she had on, and then she became a big solo singer in her own.
What's she called? Charlie
Charlie
X-
XCX.
exit stage left.
Charlie with an I, XCX. So I guess it's not even a Roman number, is it? It's like, well, it's no. it isn't.
Charlie exit stage left. No, still means
She's in goal for Dagenham.
girls pipers.
She's a cathedral, not a ministry.
Have you seen what Inky's
One that's
doing?
worth.
Is Andrew
I have.
actually human, or is he an alien just arrived on Earth?
Yeah, it's a good test, isn't it? Forget that robot test.
Bugger off, Inky.
Just say, have you heard of Charlie XCX?
You know, exit stage left, I think of a snaggle puss.
I thought I was down with the kids. It's my day job, but what?
That's not
Exit.
down with the kids. That's like off with the fairies, man. It's just like
Clearly not.
It's way out there. That's out of order.
No.
She's been famous for years.
I missed that one. Oh dear. Oops.
Never mind. Never mind.
Well,
Easy, guys.
my knowledge of pop music stopped like 8 years ago after uni. It was like 1 or 2 years after being in a club every night. Well, at least
Did you become a grown-up,
once
Robert?
a week.
When did that happen?
You can still like pop music and be a grown up.
I never liked it. I was just in the club engineering shit bands and trying to leave it quickly when the DJ started, but...
To be honest, everything after Shostakovich never goes a bit hazy.
Yeah, me and all too, Ken. Yeah.
Really, Shostakovich?
Yeah.
Who did he play
It was
for?
great. Have you heard those waltzes? They're amazing.
I think actually his later chamber music.
And they
He's
still
counting
have-
up to 3. Come on.
All stopped for you after Strauss, didn't it, Andy?
Don't get me started, Matt. Stop it.
When he
You
scored
know
that
what
goal
you're
in the
doing,
cup
and
final.
that's
Hold on,
not
you've
fair.
led me there.
I've already pulled down one Anglican cathedral tonight. I am not starting on their edifice of Viennese classical music.
Just
It
say,
is not
just say,
fucking Viennese classical music, Strauss.
just say Andre Rio and watch him pull his hair out.
It's like those toys you give the kids for Christmas. Just wind it up and let it go.
Thanks, Matt.
Energize the
Love you
bunny.
too.
Oh,
Wah, 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 wah.
One of my high school classmates, his band opened a Cheap Trick a while back. That was kind of cool.
Diango Chew Trip, did you say?
Cheap Trick.
Oh, Cheap Tricks. Oh, I thought there was a bit of a dropout. I thought you said one of my old mates was called Diango True Thick or something. It was really weird. Diango
True
was a good
drip
name.
or something, isn't it?
One of your housemates played for Cheap Trick.
He's pretty well connected. He's friends with the guys in Metallica. He knows a lot of
Nice.
stuff. So he used to work for Avid.
Wow.
Somebody
sorry,
having a-
Maybe that's the secret.
Was
then,
that
'cause,
you, Robert?
Richard Hilton got his work because he was working for.
Is he pissing into a newspaper, rolled up newspaper? Can't be bothered to get up. He's got gamer's pee.
Sorry, I was washing a fork for my lunch. So.
So, Mr. Wonky, have you been anywhere near your NPC again?
I've dusted it. I've got the groove back up. And yes, so the answer is yes, but only briefly. Oh man, this is such a mess. I don't know if you can see quite what a mess is going on. Probably can't actually.
I'll
It's
show
a
you
total
my
mess.
workshop. You
I've
will
gone
feel
into,
better.
Well, I have. It's not quite at that level, but
Yeah.
I've finished wiring up the modular, and then I thought, I'll just tell you what, I'm going to move the cameras about a bit so I can do an afternoon wiring up the modular stream in a very kind of chilled out, laid back way. It was quite good fun, so I thought I'd do some more.
Well,
of those.
I tried using the MPC-X again this afternoon,
Oh, well
and
done.
I discovered something. You
Ah.
can't, if you load a instrument into the drum track, it's very difficult to pitch it.
An
So don't do that.
instrument into the.
Yeah, because it appears that bar, that track where you put the drums in,
Yes.
only does drums.
I think it's a. I think.
i.e.,
I think it is
if you
like a
put-
drum. Yeah.
If you put a bass synth
It's a
in,
drum track.
it just plays. Yeah, but it doesn't say that.
So you need a key. I think there's a picture of a little keyboard for the
Or
keyboard.
something, yeah, something like that.
Next to
yeah.
the drum track. But yes, no, that makes sense.
Yeah, because I was
Well,
scratching
we'll
my
do
going.
another one next
Why
week.
is it
Well,
only
that'll be-
doing the same pitch all the
That's
time?
lesson 2. You're jumping the gun a bit. We're
Yeah.
on groovy drums. To
I've
start
just
with.
promised Inky I'll be there for lesson 2, but I have to
Yes.
be honest and say I watched it and it remains the most impenetrable.
If you'd been there on the stream with it in front of you, you'd
Couldn't
have
have
done it.
been there. I was in Derby.
Well, I know, but had you been there, you would have got it. You would have got
Yeah.
it. I mean,
Well, be there
alright.
next week.
I will do my best. And maybe Inky can convince me that the thing is worth keeping.
Yeah, just
I
ask the
thought
questions
so after the stream.
Yeah,
But I mean, to
Ask-
be fair, she's lent me hers, so I'm definitely keeping it for as long as I can. But
Well, that's all right because it's hers. I paid for my own.
no,
I mean, with certain gears, sometimes the light bulb just doesn't go off. That's just the way it is.
Oh, Andy, thank you for that word of wisdom. But
Just
anyway,
saying, you know.
I will try. I will try. I will try.
yes, but you can do 16 levels, and if you
Mm.
update it to the latest firmware, you can. Oh, we're on the older firmware, so maybe you can. But you would probably end up doing it
16
on the
levels
keys
of what?
of quality.
Oh, thanks,
Yeah.
Tom.
Rich liveness.
I like the Mellotron. I like the Selena. I quite like the Odyssey. I quite like the electric piano. I quite like those things, really, but actually trying to make them work in any kind of meaningful way with anything else has just baffled me completely since I bought the
And you
blasted
did watch
thing.
the stream, did you? You did catch up a bit on it.
Yes.
Oh.
Because there's also a thing in the update to make so you can use it as a looper
Nice.
It's
as well. So you can play shit into it and then loop it.
I
And then
think it's a
build-
really good thing. It's a really
Mm.
having. I mean, it wasn't my first lesson, and the first two were good, but I still didn't quite get it. But now I understand. Now I reckon I could switch it on and make a basic kind of beat.
Yeah, and get some stuff to come out of it.
And as long as you remember where undo is, you're kind of okay, aren't you?
Yeah.
I mean, I understand the frustration. My Force does a lot, and it's a great instrument, but it is menu divey as hell. And if you don't constantly use it, you'll forget everything.
That's like me.
that's
with
the
Octatrack.
problem, Andy.
Same with
Trying to
Electron
switch
stuff
it
too.
on. Yeah, the Octatrack,
Yeah.
I switch it on, it's like, I can't remember.
Yeah, I think that's where the
name.
X comes into its own because there's more controls on the front panel to play with where that happens to menu dive. That seems to be the advantage of having the X more than anything else. Quick, somebody tell a joke.
That's what I like on the old Electribe. I like the Electribe EMX because it's very little menu diving except for setting up sounds. Everything is control surface. It's amazing.
I don't get
Very
it.
immediate.
Agree. I gave the guys at Korg an ear bending and said, please release an Electribe Pro. Please release an Electribe Pro.
The president has started a joke.
Who has?
Mr. Hilton's
Oh,
in
Rich.
the chat.
Mr. Hilton. Two modular guys walk into
a bar. Okay.
Yeah. And the sparks fly.
Our local circus was having a competition, so I decided to enter myself and won.
Did they stay in the same bar for ages and ages, gets going round and round and round forever?
Boom, boom.
One says, hey, you want to hear my homework from last week?
Is that Robert? Stop it! For pity's sake, man. This will end up in a barroom brawl with you playing that fucking hurdy-gurdy
Oh, was that
like
the
that.
punchline? Sorry. Oh, my word. Well done. I got it in the end.
Somebody's a software engineer crying into his soup. Hurdy-gurdy, especially piano.
Yeah. Excuse me, that was the new live grand from Arturia.
Yeah.
Was it?
Why would I buy anything?
Yeah.
I missed the update, Dom. So is it working now or not yet?
What's that?
Your Rolled Grand. I'm sorry, Kent. Your Rolled Grand.
No, it's just registered.
That's it?
That's it, my friend.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's all I've been granted access to. That was worth it, wasn't it? It now says, oh, you have a Rally Grand. Yeah, well, I knew that before without you having to fucking tell me.
And now another support email or what? What's next?
Well, I've managed to keep the ticket open, so I've asked them now for this version 2 software, so it dashboard actually discovers the bloody thing. And then I can actually use it. Because at the moment, the glide is set to something ridiculous. You just move it a little bit and it's... That's like, you move it back that much.
Did you know that's a feature of the Grand? It does a special,
Yeah, but you're supposed to have... You can program it to be different lengths, to do different amounts per length, if you know what I mean. Whereas this is stuck on absolutely fucking stupid.
Wow.
I need it turn it down to somewhere near normality. That'd be handy. So if you're off a key by about 2 millimeters, it plays something 3 octaves up. Not ideal. So,
What sort of sound does a witch's car make?
Meow.
go on.
Broom, broom, broom.
Yeah!
Oh!
Boom, boom, boom.
Brum, brum.
Is that on the quiz on Sunday?
Not anymore.
Tomorrow?
Not anymore. I've got to find another one now.
Impromptu quiz going on.
I only got it because I'm still half awake. So.
Oh God. This is what the East End used to be like, isn't it? Somebody playing a fucking honky tonk.
No, you just need some back wing doors and somebody to blast in looking for that guy.
Yeah, exactly. You looking at me?
Come on then.
That's what it was like in my pub.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we're looking at you, mate, because you're gorgeous. You're just fucking gorgeous.
Don't do it. He's not worth it.
Stick the nut on him.
Oh, drink a bottle of Coke. Whichever you prefer.
What made you play that, Robert? You've been watching Westworld?
No.
Has he finished? Oh, thank heavens for that.
The roll just finished. The piano roll.
Thanks, Robert.
Yes,
It run out.
Starship Troopers. That's a good film. That's worth watching again. Starship Troopers still holds up. Original synth says in the chat. Using satire.
I mean, some of the.
No,
let's say the
sad.
CGI doesn't quite hold up.
Okay. If it
All
doesn't
those
hold up,
Verhoeven movies,
Barbarella.
RoboCop,
Just watch
you know.
Barbarella. Watch Barbarella. If you're into that sort of thing, watch Barbarella. And everything else just falls to pieces after Barbarella. Because that is just the ultimate pile of shit. And it's
What's
just
that?
ace.
With the guy named Duran Duran, the kids with the Duran Duran hair.
It's just
Yeah.
ace, isn't it? I mean, Barbarella is just ace. None of it makes any sense, and it's just ace.
What,
you're
what's
being very
Labyrinth?
dominant today. That's very
I might.
It's all
I better
apart
leave
from
the.
Barbarella.
It's all shit about Barbarella. Just watch Barbarella.
Actually, the opening credits are one of the best parts.
The Barbarella is fucking amazing. I love Barbarella. And another thing.
God, the leather men.
So, am I on one? Oh, okay. In which
I
case,
think the cold flu is the flu drugs are kicking. Have you been on a night again?
Can you sing the song, Andrew?
which song, Andy? Sorry.
Barbarella Psychedella? You know.
No, I can do Electric Barbarella by Duran Duran. That's my limit.
Barbarella is apparently being remade. Says originally.
Oh no, I hope not. They'll ruin it. They'll absolutely ruin it. Because they'll tidy it all up and make it all nice, and it doesn't want to be nice. It wants to be washing up bottles, squirting out.
Roger Vadim was a
bubbles.
maniac, so anything he touched was.
It's one of the best films I've ever seen. Honestly,
Hang on, you just called it a pile of shit.
Yeah, well, but yes, because
It's the best pile of shit he's ever seen.
It's just amazing. It makes me laugh so much. Jane Fonda, the looks of horror on Jane Fonda's face. Oh, it's just, I love it. I just love it. I just love Barbara. Apart from it's, well,
Fuck Mark Kermode. We need this one reviewing films, don't we?
Yeah.
well, it's just, it's gay sci-fi, isn't it? It is.
Camp,
It's
I
just, it's camp. It's camp. Extraordinarily camp. It is just amazing. It's just the definition of camp. If anybody wants to know what camp means, watch Barbarella, because that just sums it up.
If you want proper camp sci-fi, then you have the German Raumschiff Surprise. And Shoot Us Money too, if you want the most camp western. I mean overtly camp. Or it's intentionally camp rather than many other things.
Who's that by, Robert? Say it again. Because I missed
Shoot Us
it.
Money.
What are you talking about, Robert?
What are you on about?
They Shoot Us Money too, the most sold German film, and Traumschiff Surprise from Michael Bulli-Herbig, early 2000s. They're like, if you think any sort of film that was unintentionally camp, just make it intentionally even more camp, and.
Can I ask you a favour,
amazing.
Robert? Can you send me those in a Facebook message? Because I didn't understand the fucking word. Because I'm ready for bed. So
I don't think you're the only one who hasn't understood.
yeah, no, just send it because I would love to know.
No, you wouldn't.
There were a bunch of camp movies in the 60s. It's a mad, 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 mad world, and What's New Pussycat, and all that stuff.
Well, now I've managed to piss off everybody. I'm going to go to bed. So thanks, everyone.
Pissed anyone off?
What do you call a bear with no teeth?
What do you call a bear? Is this LeMay's big question for tomorrow night?
It would have been, but we have some backups.
What do you call a bear with no teeth?
Well, apart from a gummy bear.
Yes, a gummy bear.
Really?
Oh, Kent, you're a chuffing genius.
Very good.
You've
Very
upset
good.
you've upset Mr. Hilton because he hasn't even insulted you yet, Andy.
Richard, you never insult me. Never, ever, ever, ever. I bow in the face of royalty, as you know. And at that point, I better make quickly exeunt stage left, as it says in Shakespeare. So
Don't say
I'll
quite
say
like that,
I'm going to bed now because clearly I've just been talking absolute shite for the last.
It's been brilliant. Don't you dare.
Yeah, I am. I'm sorry. I've got to go. Necesito in whatever the word for bed is in Spanish. I need to go to bed. Try, everyone.
El Bedo.
El Bedo.
Good night.
Try.
Right.
No, but
Sleep well. Off he goes.
Oh God.
I'm surprised he stayed on his horse.
Yeah. Drunk in charge of a horse again. Drunk in charge of a horse.
He does crack me up when he goes off on one.
Now what?
Crikey, I've got
Somebody else has to get pissed now.
What actually started that? What started the whole church thing anyway?
We were talking about Liverpool, and then I said,
I said I'd never been to Liverpool, and that started a whole discussion about. Well,
and I mentioned other things to see in Liverpool. The cathedral was actually interesting, but he really passionately dislikes the Anglican cathedral.
Wow.
I mean, yes, it's disgusting, but listen to the bloody organ in there. It's like one of the biggest organs in the country.
That's the reason I go to those places to hear the pipe organ.
Stop boasting.
So- the Stanford Church is a great pipe organ.
Liverpool too far away. Yes, it is for me. I don't travel very much. I haven't seen very much of this lovely country that I live in at all.
Lovely.
You got the first part right.
Sheffield was enough. Liverpool's farther north than Sheffield, isn't it, I think?
A little
My
bit.
geography is terrible. So.
But it's probably
Because it was
easier
good-
for you to get to.
Yeah,
right.
you're probably right, actually. Yeah.
Is it pretty small there, the community?
Liverpool's a big city. I mean,
big,
it's one of
yeah.
the big five, I think. Well, I think it's the big five.
Somebody didn't pay the bill.
Manchester, London, Bristol. Yeah, it's a big one.
Well, let's see it then.
My organ.
Yeah, the camera's gone dead.
Oh, has it?
Yeah,
How
camera turned
weird.
off. Yeah.
Looks like your camera.
Play it
was
again,
unplugged.
Sham.
Well, that's not good, is it? Don't tell me I've overheated or something. How am I going to do a stream then if the camera's gone? That's not good news.
How good are you with finger puppets?
I'm brilliant. I'm doing it now. Can you not see? Fantastic.
No, we're missing all this. Yeah. They're naked.
Hang
It's a
on.
porn film.
I can flip to the backup cam.
Is it a battery one?
No. It's all powered and everything. But
Is he off camera recreating Robert's famous video?
Oh, look out. It's Klingon TV.
Max Headroom's going to pop up in a minute.
no, it's not happening, is it? Don't like it.
You said videos as if you meant
That was
singular.
better. I nearly came up.
Oh boy.
It's coming up. It's coming up. It's coming up.
That's why his camera's off.
Yeah. You can
not
almost
coming
see
up.
it above the desk.
How long has my camera been off? Did it just go then, or was it? Been
Yeah,
off for a
you
while?
put your hands behind your head and it went boop and turned off.
I'm too sexy for my cam.
I'm sure there's a song there.
Red said Dom.
Yeah.
Dom
I've
short
worked
for
with them. Oh, but that's another classic band I've worked with.
Ooh.
You worked with them, really?
Yeah. Oh dear, might have to go.
Built their shed for them.
Inky. The Brooksy effect strikes again.
No, he's just gone, hasn't he? I don't even know which camera's which now. That is very worrying. Right, I might have to. Oh, hang on.
Better restart.
Yeah, there is that. I would quite like to know how to recover it.
Yeah, because even my camera went mental earlier on.
For some reason, these cameras are getting hot. I've moved them about a bit, but let's try that one. So not even that one's working.
Oh dear.
So, Kent, did you try those Moog plugins yet?
No, not yet. No,
I got it too because they're so damn cheap.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's one on. He's got a camera on.
Yeah, that's one.
Oh, that's the one in the sky. Hang on, to close the door. You can see what a filthy mess it is now. Look, I've got all that flipping soundproofing stuff on my Juno. Hang on,
Oh, dear.
shut the doors in the way of a camera.
Looks like a functioning studio.
What
Pretty
do you
much.
you have? He has the Juno with a speaker, so of course he needs to dampen the speakers down.
There, is that a tidy studio? No.
It's tidier than mine was before I did it.
I thought I'll just get it tidied up, and then you came and I thought, oh, procrastination. I think I'll just pop in and say hello.
You need to sprinkle some dog hair from Charlie.
Oh, there you go, back on.
Hey!
Phew. Yeah, back in the tidy studio. Pretend you didn't see that at all.
Oh, okay.
All good. Richard's been here. He'll know how tidy it is. Yeah, that's the modular rig in development. Anyway, I'm going to have to go in a minute because I don't think Lula May's in bed and it's gone 10 o'clock. She is on half term, but even so.
Should be all right.
Yeah. What time did you used to go to bed when you were 10?
I used to have to go to bed at 9.
Yeah, she's normally in bed by 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's different between when you went to your room and when you actually went to sleep.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, low volume Dom. Here I am. Here I am.
Yeah.
Right, I will try and pop back again in a second, but I'll just get everyone off to bed and I'll see you all soon. Lovely to see you. If I don't happen to get back, but hopefully I will. I'll see you a bit later
Right,
on.
darling.
Yeah, Dom.
Cheers. Thanks a lot.
Bye.
Take care. See you everyone
Cheers.
in the chat. Bye.
Bye, mate. And then there were 4.
I used to listen to those radio programs, the old-fashioned ones they play at night, like the creepy ones,
Yeah.
and they were awesome. I mean, I loved horror stuff even as a kid, but they even were little. I was like, oh man, I'm not sure if I want to listen to this before I go to bed.
Hitman and Her. My God, I was on that. That's something Wagyu said in the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was on that one night. A long time ago.
Wow.
Me and three of my mates standing there giving Pete Walkman a load of shit. It's in the back. I don't think we lasted very long after that. I think we were kicked out shortly after that. Oh dear.
Oh my God.
Good fun. Good fun. Oh, fucking hell. Dancing in Your Pants with Michaela Strackett. No, I wasn't. Unfortunately, I had a female sitting on my shoulders at the time.
What, did she fall out of a tree on you or what?
It's rough enough down here, yeah. No, she wanted to fucking get herself seen on camera, so she climbed on my shoulders.
So normally it wouldn't be bad to have a female on your shoulders, but I don't know.
Yeah, no, it wasn't fun. Oh dear. How's Fiona doing now?
Yeah, a lot better.
Good.
Yeah, she's coming out of the trees now.
What?
She's coming out of the trees. She's been a bit out of it. So
Right.
She got it first, right?
Yeah. And it's I kind of been last few days. I've just been kind of ignoring it, whereas she's not. She said, no, I'm going to sit here for a while longer. Well, okay.
I just got a call this morning from my girlfriend. She's in Boston with a friend for a couple weeks doing work from home stuff. And she was out gallivanting around, checking out tourist traps and all that stuff, and got COVID.
Oh, God.
So it's like, I've been able to avoid it this whole time, and so is she. And now she went out there and forgot about the masks, had fun, and got fucking COVID. So.
Yeah.
Because apparently where she's staying, no one's wearing masks out there. So
Yeah. It's still definitely out there.
yeah. But she went to like the Salem witch area and stuff and did a tour around there.
All right.
And I said, "Oh, you probably got a curse from the witches and you got COVID." So
That's a nice way to cheer her up.
sure, that was funny actually. So she was telling me all these horrible things about what they did to witches. I go, "Oh, you had no idea. They can't even show you all the stuff there because it's for the public. They're showing you the tame stuff."
Yeah. Pretty fucked up what I used to get used to.
Oh,
get
yeah.
up to back then.
It's like our version of the Spanish Inquisition, right? It's just fucking terrible. Just because they had a little bit of ergot and a little bit of like LSD-like behavior, they act a little crazy, and you want to burn them for being satanic. So.
I don't know.
That looks suitably flat.
It is suitably
Good.
flat, yes. Been shaken, not stirred. Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah, I'm a bit like that myself with it. Don't like it too fizzy.
Yeah, no, never have done.
No.
Oh, man. Well, I've got a guy coming, have a look at these keyboards tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, hopefully, at least one's going. Possibly two of them. So, fingers crossed, bit of money back towards the FA.
Yeah.
Rather back towards the credit card. So. Yes. Yeah. Be happy to get rid of them.
So have you got the new board now? Good man.
Yeah, got it the week after Synthfest. I played one there. It was like, oh, fuck, I've got to have it. So, yeah, that's sitting next door. At least I don't have to get rid of the virus, which is nice. Keep that. Just keep the three, that one, the System 8 and the FA, and that'll be it. Everything else is in the box. So, yes. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Just having a rejig and just fucking slimlining the setup a bit. Funny enough, the missus and the two little ones turned up today, and the boy's been given a 2.5 minute film from school. He's, I've got to write some music for it. I said, fuck off. You know where it all is. You know where it all works. Go on, if you go. So he's been in there.
Good on you.
Yeah, trying to come up with something. So it'd be interesting to see what he makes of it. Yeah. He was like, how do I do this? How do I do that? And I was in and out like a bastard. But yes, be nice to see if he comes up with something decent. Yes, Prometheus, FA06.
How are you finding it?
All right. It's, I'm not one for menu diving. I find it a bit difficult to get my head around. Yeah. But I've made a point of sitting there and just learning and watching a lot of videos and bits and pieces, just trying to get my head into how that thing works. I mean, like I say, you know, most of my keyboards I use editors on screen. Right. Because it helps me to work visually, especially with the virus. because there's so much of that I just can't see. It's difficult to explain. But I've had to sit down with that and just, right, this is how you get to that. And it's just, it takes a lot of work for me to learn something. So spend about, yeah. But it's lovely sounding machine. Lovely sounding machine. So,
yeah,
I'm
it
happy.
will teach you patience, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah, and then some. And then some. Yeah. So, yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
So is it getting you sort of like the juices flowing, getting you back into...
It at the moment, it's not yet, because my head's in that space of I have to understand how to get to whatever I'm hearing in my head in the machine. So it's the switching and going through all the menus and finding where everything is, and it's all that, and I have to practice that a lot for it to stick.
Gotcha.
So yes, I have crested. So yeah, it's just getting used to it, I suppose. It's just getting used to a different way of using that machine.
Yeah.
Yeah, but other than that, it's all right. Sounds nice. So yeah, it's all good.
Stuff.
Yeah, I'll get there. I'll get there.
It's I just keep meaning to do something in here. I keep getting distracted all the time.
Yeah, but you got a lot going on, haven't you?
Yeah, but sometimes you just can't use it as an excuse. Sometimes you just got to, just push other sticks. No, look, get out of my way. I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah. And because I think deep down, you sort of, part of me's going, you don't really want to, do you? You just want to go and lie down and go to sleep again for another couple of hours.
Yeah, if you're not well, and this fucking COVID takes a lot of getting over.
Yeah.
A lot of getting over. And it's easy to say, I'm going to push through it. It's not worth it. End of the day, it's not worth it. Your body just will kick back at you at some point.
Well, especially with that fog people get too. That's terrible.
That's horrendous, that shit.
Well, I mean, I pushed through yesterday. And then I went to bed probably only an hour after finishing PSN. And I was like, I feel a bit iffy. I'm just laying there, and I put the iPad on, watching some YouTube videos and stuff like that. Fell asleep. And then when I woke up, which was done by Siri, licking my ear, and going, oh, God, like that. And Siri's there wagging her tail, going mad. I went, what? She goes, come on. Let's go downstairs. And I went, oh, okay. So I come down the stairs, and I just happened to look over at the microwave as I turn on the coffee machine, and it says 2:45. I'm going, what? Hey, it can't be right, surely.
Yeah. That's like me most nights, though. I'm going to bed now. Go to bed. Get into bed, and the head starts, and I'm back up between sort of anything between midnight and 5.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I can have evenings like that. That's nothing unusual. But I must admit, I wasn't really expecting to just
have crashed,
be that asleep that long.
Yeah. But that's your body just telling you need it.
Yeah. But I didn't even actually wake up under my own steam. It was mostly dog gulping in my ear. I'd done it. So I'm like, what's that?
Well, there you go.
So
that's what I mean. You got to listen to your body. When it goes, it goes.
Yeah, I guess so.
That's the sucky thing.
I mean, the cough is easing up now. But it's still sort of like every now and again I just sort of like, ugh, just flag.
Yeah,
something rotten. So,
well, this cold that we all came back from fucking Synthfest with is hanging around like fucking luggage at the moment. I mean, I'm still coughing like a bitch. and tired. And even though the tests all came back negative, I'm fucking positive it was COVID because it hit me like a train and it hit the Litland like God knows what. I mean, she had COVID last time and she had a bit of a snotty nose and that was it. This time, fucking flat out for days. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Not nice. Not nice.
Well, it's like, because, we've got the letter come through now to say, I've got to have my booster. And I said, unless you've had COVID, in which case you've got to wait about 4 weeks.
Mm.
So, okay, we'll do that then.
So you'll get back to just feeling just about human and they'll fill you full of it and then you'll feel shit again for another fortnight.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, well. But, yeah, no, I think it'd probably be 24, 48 hours you feel a bit shite. But,
Yeah.
If it's going to take the edge off it if I catch it again.
Because when I had it, it knocked me flat for about a day. Because I'd had all the vaccines, I think that was what had sort of stopped it properly steamrolling me. But they've sent me my invite for my booster, and the nearest place is like 40 miles away. The nearest walk-in is 40 miles away, and that's the only place I can go and get it. Fuck. Yeah. Piss about. There's no local ones at all. It's like I say, it's in Kingbridge or something. Dental's Plymouth, so it's like bollocks. I'll get round to it.
Oh, sure.
Yes. Looks like
now you got those little microchips floating around your body, right?
A fucking microchip. I had that. It was a relative of my girlfriend's. He said when all the initial vaccines come out, and people said he goes to me, he said, "Oh, fucking hell, they're putting microchips and shit in there." And I went, "Do you own a mobile phone?"
Yeah.
He went, "Yeah." I said, "You got GPS in your car, haven't you?" "Yeah." I said, "You got a computer?" "Yeah." I said, A, what makes you so fucking special that they're going to want to track you? I said, and B, if they wanted to track you, you've got all the shit already that they can do it with. Fuck off. That kind of silliness gets on my tits.
Well, the worst thing is just the fact that, the bore of the needle, there is no technology that you can manufacture, even probably 200 years from now, that will fit through that bore. So,
yeah.
But it's
not that will change their minds.
I mean, you're still limited by the laws of physics, but obviously they don't apply to these people.
Of course.
Yeah.
But it's what gives these people such an inflated self-importance that they think they're the ones going to be tracked.
They think everyone's out to get them. It's just this victim issue.
I blame the invention of participation trophies. That's where it started fucking going wrong, mate.
Well, yeah. I have discussions like this with my mum every time I see her.
I'll tell you what, something I was reading about last night, I was completely unaware. Did you know that there are poetry synthesizers?
No.
Yeah, it's the exact face I made when I was reading about it. Apparently...
What the Japanese ones?
Yeah, the Japanese make poetry synthesizers. Synthesizers designed specifically for Japanese poetry.
Yeah, like Suiko and some other companies make those little fake koto synths.
Yeah, and it's like a lot of Rolands as well. I was quite surprised.
Yeah.
Of these machines never heard of, never seen before.
Heimbach does some good videos.
Weird designs as well, isn't it? I go, this is a whole new world I didn't know existed. It's quite fascinating.
Clearly they don't break. Or if they do, they're cheap enough to replace.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of them were sort of like, a couple of buttons here and there and something. But yeah, poetry synthesizers.
They're expensive to buy now. They're so rare that if you can find them, they're about $1,000 or sometimes double, triple that.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Because some of the, there was loads and loads and loads of different models.
Yeah.
And, through the evolution of them.
Yeah, Suzuki had some, Suiko, a couple other companies had them.
Yeah. I'm looking at these now. I had no idea. No idea at all.
Yeah.
What else don't I know? Quite a bit, probably.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good on some of them.
Yeah, I mean, some of the early ones are a bit. I'll tell you what, the poetry's going to have to be bloody good. Because some of the koto sounds, for instance, like, no, not even near.
That's apparently a Chinese culture thing too. I actually was going to buy a guzheng at Nam back in 2020 because the lady offered me an incredible deal on one because they didn't want to take them all home. I'm like, well, how am I going to take it home? This thing's huge, But
But okay, Ken, did you not like the VL tone equivalent of a koto sound?
It wasn't brilliant, shall we say? No, I think it was more about the flutes and stuff like that. Some of the flutes were a bit.
VL1 can do an amazing flute sound. It can do an amazing piano. I don't know what you mean.
This
is the pinnacle of technology.
Well, they did this one. They demonstrated this one, which is like it was in brown plastic with little white buttons, and that was pretty much all it did. And you just push the buttons to get the note, and then you had little tabs at the top with the different sounds, and the sounds were not good. Not good. And obviously the later ones to get like there's some really nice digital ones, and you can see where there was similarities to current products that Yamaha and Roland were doing that was for the world market, shall we say, that didn't have the poetry badge over them. So, but some of the early ones, they were a bit like little chord organs and stuff like that. But I had no idea that this genre existed at all until I found this YouTube video on it.
Yeah, I found it when I was looking at the Suzuki Omnichord variants.
Yeah.
And in a search, it showed some other Suzuki weird things, and then Sweetgo and all these other things. And because of Heimbach and a few other people, they kind of got more popular again lately. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's quite interesting, I must admit. But
many are quite old, so I'm not sure how long they're going to last. So you need someone to repair them. So.
Yeah, I don't think the parts are going to be very readily available. That's for sure. So, yeah, but a lot of these videos, they take me down these rabbit holes, and one video leads to another. Next thing, I'm watching a video on apparently how they've never actually physically recorded the speed of light. Because apparently it's only because you have to measure it in one direction. Because there's a theory that light can travel at different speeds in different directions.
Why do you need to measure the speed of light? It's defined as a fixed value.
Yeah, but they don't know if that is the value.
No, the whole point is that is what it's defined at, and the meter is defined by that value. So the second is defined, the speed of light is just an arbitrary number. The second is actually defined as a certain amount of vibrations of a certain cesium atom or a certain cesium isotope at a certain temperature. And then the meter is just defined from those two. And however accurately you measure the speed of light in a true vacuum. Try and find a true vacuum to measure the speed of light in.
Exactly, yeah. And also in space you have things that can slow down the speed of light. You also have the gravitational effects and gravitational lensing and all that.
Yes, special and general relativity apply to make it more annoying.
Yeah. Yeah, but it made for another interesting video that killed at 35 minutes.
And that didn't put you to sleep?
No, that had me awake. What was the one that put me to sleep? Oh, then one turned up about all these entitled Karens giving it some.
Those are funny.
Some of them put me to sleep. Some of them were actually hilarious.
The one in the Victoria's Secret is epic. That's one of my favorites.
Oh, there was this one woman. She was losing her shit because somebody had parked their car too close to hers in the car park. And she was really, really started screaming and punching the floor. It's like
the one that really pissed me off is that woman in Central Park choking her dog when she got mad that guy was near her. What? Oh man, you hear about that one?
No.
She had a rescue dog or some kind of adopted dog, and she's walking her dog in a part of the park off leash. You're not even supposed to have dogs. It's like a natural area. This guy was there bird watching and photography, all kinds of stuff. And it also came down to race, unfortunately, because she's white as can be, and he's a black guy. And he's trying to do some nature stuff. And all he did was say, hey, lady, you can't have your dog here at all, especially off leash. This is a no dog zone, basically.
Mm.
And she got all mad and thought she was threatening her. And of course, you know.
Yeah.
And so she gets on the phone and calls 911, and he's recording the whole thing because he's smart.
Mm-hmm.
And in the process of freaking out while she's on the phone, she's yanking the dog's leash and choking this dog. So not only did she get fired from this incident, but she also lost her dog and had to do a bunch of other stuff.
But the cops in America must be coming out every fucking 5 minutes to these things.
That's the thing. And that's why these guys are always popping cameras out.
Yeah.
And the woman Victoria's Secret was a white woman who's freaking out about stupid crap. And then a black lady who's like, hey, I'm just trying to get in line and to get my coupon, whatever. And so she's got her phone out recording it because she doesn't want to be as guilty of something she didn't do, right?
Yeah.
And so the girl freaked out even more because the phone was recording her having a meltdown. And it just got worse and worse and worse. And then she's, it's all crocodile tears. She's totally fake. She pretended to pass out.
Yeah.
But she passed out where her head goes right on her arm and not just falling on the ground.
Yeah.
So it's all a big act. And, these people have to protect themselves now because idiots are trying to basically cause trouble. And when the cops come out and the people are frantic, they're on edge, right? So you're just asking for some violence and some horrible stuff to go down.
Yeah.
And it's really a problem in this country. I don't know about other places, but the U.S. has got a real problem.
Don't seem to see it, not to the extent that you see in some, well, at least in some, obviously it's going to be the more outrageous cases that are going to get put up on YouTube and stuff like that, I would imagine. I don't think you see it that much here.
Yeah.
I'm sure it happens, though. But it just seems to be a thing that suddenly appeared. It wasn't something that seemed to happen before.
Well, it's like children that never grow up. They have a tantrum, they get their way. You're supposed to be an adult. Some of these women are like, 40s, 50s, whatever, having these meltdowns. And it's like, I understand if you're 10 or 8 or something like that, but not someone's supposed to be responsible, probably has a family, has a job, pays bills, all that kind of stuff. Just to be a complete, as you guys would say, wanker,
Yeah. Yeah, because you see a lot of them using, like, the Constitution as some form of...
And they've never read the Constitution, which is classic. They always quote that shit. They don't know anything about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, very strange. Very strange.
It's sad because, innocent people are getting hurt because of it. And all they're doing is either correcting someone's behavior, which is bad to begin with, or being in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah. It's mad, isn't it?
At least they're losing their jobs and getting some repercussions, right? I mean, these assholes are getting some kind of payback for horrible behavior. So, and also shunned. I mean, some of them have to shut their Facebook accounts down and Twitter because now the mob is coming for them online, just harassing them and stuff for being such an asshole.
Yeah.
Calling out morons is no longer allowed.
Well, it is once you do something like that.
Yeah, but I mean, sometimes you think maybe there's too much freedom.
Yeah. Yeah, like Rich said, we'll see what happens in a month. Yeah, with Trumpy and this DeSantis idiot and a bunch of other people. Who knows what the hell's going to happen?
Yeah, we'll look at that.
We can't just get rid of them like Truss, right? It's going to be more painful. So.
My mum's got the right idea. She said the rise of the internet is the fucking root of all of that. And she said, David Bowie said it in an interview with, was it Paxman? It's going to be the most incredible, terrifying resource. It's going to do so much good, but it's going to decimate the place. And he was fucking right because, it's given a platform for idiots.
Yeah.
But the flip side of that is there's the facility to display these idiots for all to see.
Yeah, that's for sure.
It's
Yeah. I mean, it allows people who have outrageous behaviour to find other people who have outrageous behaviours to find and go, oh, this is a norm. It's not me. I can act like this openly.
Yeah, but what really annoys me is the fact that now correct me if I'm wrong, but the standard of the level of intelligence in people seems to have dropped. Given that on any mobile device you've got any and all knowledge of mankind available at your fingertips, these people just don't seem to think these days. Don't seem to want to learn anything. Don't seem to want to.
They're too used to being spoon-fed, not working for it.
Yeah, but they don't want to go out, or they don't want to hunt down things they need to know. I know far too many people who are like, how do I do this? How do I do that? You can look that up in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And many of them lack the skepticism to find a bad site and not know it's bad. They get bad information thinking it's accurate, and because it's presented well.
They shouldn't have made the internet so easy to use.
You need a license to use the internet.
Yeah. You keep all the idiots off by just making it more difficult.
Yeah.
And then they find loopholes on how to get on, and it doesn't work. So.
Yeah, there won't be so many of them because they won't bother to do the research.
Yeah.
I'm not going to find out how to do it.
Yeah. It saddens me to see the decline of the intelligence of this species.
Well, it's supposed to be the information age. It turns out to be the disinformation age. So,
well, it's not disinformation. The truth is out there, but you can also.
But because it's all piled together, and if you're not discerning and you don't have critical thinking skills, you're lost.
It's easy to look. You can prove anything with a website and 3 links to 3 faked papers that you could have written. All you have to do is create 3. Anyone can fucking create fake documents these days to prove anything. You put those on 3 websites and you put 3 links on your own website, you can send them out. People won't look at any more than 3 links to prove something. People aren't bothered.
Some people just do verbal. They don't even care about links or any kind of stuff. They go, well,
That's
I heard on this show,
people,
they said this. And it's like, what?
And they take it as gospel.
They're in court deciding your fate when you go to court.
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
It's just fucked up. Just fucked up. There you go.
Yeah. You had to know it was going to go that way, though. I mean, even something as well discussed as nuclear power, obviously used for horrible weapons and great stuff as well. So anything can be twisted around the way anyone wants to twist it.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess what it's done is just amplified the gap between good and bad, isn't it? People with good intentions, people with otherwise.
Because even the exposure, like you're talking about, that's great because you are being exposed for being an idiot. But at the same time, there's so many idiots that don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true, Inky. Matt, they were always here. Just look at history.
Yeah, they're just revealing more. It's
yeah. This
been a magnifying glass on the problem, basically.
Yeah.
This goes back to what
it's just like serial killers and rapists and murderers have always been around. It's just they go up when the populations go up. It becomes more obvious.
I don't know. I'm just glad I'm the fucking second half of my life. I ain't got long left.
Well, I must admit, I thought it was bad at spelling until I got Facebook.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Just got to use those emoticons, man. They tell you everything.
There's a Facebook page called Illiterate Britain, and there are some fucking doozies on there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God. Absolute beauties. And you're sitting there like, what?
Yeah. No, I could well believe. Wow.
Thanks, we have Brayside for the idiots and buses for the window. Let me get this lettuce. This lettuce.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. I don't know. Right, lovelies. I'm going to bugger off. Because I've had a long day and I need to go and try and rest. I dare say I'll be awake again before this is finished.
Oh, I don't know. I've faded quite.
You're
considerably
folding, yeah.
In the last 20 minutes, to be honest.
Right. Okie dokie. Well, listen, I'm going to bid you all good night.
All right.
Catch you later.
I'll see you soon.
I think if we wind this one up tonight, then might do another couple of hours after dawn.
Okie dokie. All right, buddy.
Do it that way, yeah.
All right. Right.
We'll
Keep safe.
Cut this one early.
See you all later.
All right, darlings.
Yeah.
Good night.
Good stuff.
Everyone, take care.